I'm looking at how we can overcome these hot and dry summers for pasture production. And what we're hoping to achieve is to provide farmers with a toolbox so they know how to manage grazing and how to manage irrigation over these tough summer months. And not just that, but what species to sow and how to manage particularly these new species that we're using more in the dairy industry that are more resilient to these harsh conditions. So we're looking at 3 different levels of grazing intensity, and we're looking at 3 different levels of irrigation. So what we've been doing today is we've been going through and harvesting the pasture that we're growing so that we can see how much it's grown over these summer months. We take the mower across and that goes through, cuts the pasture, then we tip that onto a tarp. Then what we do is we weigh that out on some hanging scales and subtract the tarp weight from that so we can get what that pasture actually weighs. And then we take a subsample from that. And what we do with that subsample is we take it away, we dry it out in the lab, and that way we know how much dry matter is in that pasture in that plot. We're not so interested in how much water that pasture has at that particular time, we're interested in how much dry matter we've got because that's what does the work with the cows. And when we're dealing with dairy cows, we've got these animals that are producing huge quantities of product and we need to give them feed to suit their needs. So what we're trying to do is be able to not just tell farmers with this grazing management and this irrigation how much dry matter they're going to produce, but how good that's going to be for their cows so they can make informed choices on how they use supplements and other things in their dairy system over the summer months.